What's good? What's good? I am Jay Prime. Y'all are now locking into another episode of Premiere. We have a very special guest in the building today, Chase Mercata.
How you doing, man?
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
I can't call it. I'm just chilling.
Thank you for going, because that ring hurt me earlier. You adjusted the handshake.
Yeah, you already know. I like the
my thumb. I don't know how. I might have to ice it after. First of all, bro.
For sure.
The fit.
I just try to be myself.
Walk me through the fit. I like it. Walk me through the fit.
Man, I don't know, I felt good today. I woke up, I was just like, I felt good. You know, the weather is hit or miss, but I was just like, I feel like putting on green today. You know, two things I love, weed and money. So I was like, look, I'm gonna put the green on, and then we just gonna rock out. I know I had the interview today, so I was just like, nah, I wanna look nice. And bro, I fuck with the fit too. I fuck with it. So
appreciate you, bro. I was about to throw on something completely different, and then I was like, I tried to like really put on something because I like to just be comfortable. I wear sweatsuits every day. I got on like, let me get this one with this jacket. I had it laid on the bed. I said, give me these Adidas pants.
Right? I got a pair at the crib, bro. A matter of fact, I used to work for them, but I quit this month.
You used to work for Adidas?
Yeah, the one in the outlets. Yep, I did.
But that's a grown man job. Like, to say that you work for a corporation. You feel me?
I know, and I shout out them, because Nike didn't want to hire me, Tommy didn't want to hire me, but you know, Adidas took a chance on the kids. So.
Damn, they did my boy like Kanye. Shit, Nike ain't wanna.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. But you didn't know, we had a falling out, so I was just like, nah. Right. So now I work at the studio. I take clients. You know.
Okay. Hey man.
I do music anyway.
You know what? One thing. One part of being an artist that doesn't really get shown, and I would even say it's hidden to a degree, is the day job.
Yeah.
Because if you think that everybody is just spending their 24 hours making music, it ain't like that.
Sadly mistaken,
it don't
right?
get to be like that for a long time.
Nah.
It's to the point where when you run into a rapper at a job, it's weird. It's like,
no, it's all love for me. It's weird.
It's weird because you forget, like, I guess you is a regular nigga.
Yeah. And I never try to shy away from that. Like, yeah, you know, and I always try to show love to those who are also regular niggas as well. Like, I met a dude at the food line. He was just like, he asked me, I don't know how he knew. He was like, you make music? I was like, yeah. So we connected. You know, he was working at Food Line. I used to work at that same one too. But I showed him love because I know what it's like. And you never know, like, you can never make assumptions about people. He could probably be doing better than me right now. He just needs some extra money, so he work at Food Line, you know, type shit. So yeah, man, them day jobs, that don't get talked about enough.
Hey man, and
at all.
You know, it's funny. We were just talking about this on the previous episode. I think music is not lucrative for real.
Nah.
Like, until you really get to a certain level,
yeah,
it's really not lucrative. It's not a hustle. Some people try to treat it like a hustle. It's not a hustle. It's an investment. Like, you don't make money for a long time. You feel me?
Yeah, and that shows dedication.
Hey,
that's why you gotta respect it, man.
Oh God.
Don't mind me, I'm venting. Lay off the clout, the likes and the mentions. Niggas out here is so pretentious. Gotta watch out for the fakes and pretenders. Fuckin' with me, but the stakes are horrendous. Got the pussy wet like a place called Atlantis. Take a good look at the place where you standing. Take a good look at the place where you standing. NOR at 4OK. Killers by the night and slaves by the day. Rubber band man, cause the paper don't wait. And patient with myself like I don't have weight. 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down. That's VA. 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down. That's VA. Grew up all black, like my family wasn't meet the pains. When I couldn't meet the pain, I told myself I need to change. Now I see the full picture, I can see the whole frame. Life teaches us what these words can explain. Don't let yourself overflow, trying to catch the rain. Don't let yourself sell your soul for a chance at fame. Make sure to find yourself before you die one day. Cause when your soul is gone, all that's left is your name.
So before we started rolling the cameras, you said you go to OU, right? What's your major?
I'm a mass communication major.
Mass comm major? Okay,
yeah,
right.
Man.
Shout out to mass comm. I'm a theater man myself. But,
I know.
You know, I feel like mass comm is my second home now.
It is. It's such a like versatile major if you think about it. I think J. Cole, I think he had I think that was one of his majors. I think he did marketing and business too. But I was told like you can almost get any job with it. So. But yeah, and then I was like, well, if I'm already doing music, I concentrated in film and video because I want to start acting too, start doing videos and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just love the arts. So I was just like, well, I'll do this then on the side.
So let's go ahead and get right into your short film, right?
Right.
Because I really love meeting artists that do more than just the music. Right. I love people that are in multiple venues. How long have you even been screenwriting? How did you get into that?
Well, I started that probably my junior year of college, like 2 years ago. That's when I started doing the classes that related to my major. And I've always been a good writer. You know, I've always, like, every song I write all the lyrics. I've just always been a good writer. So once I learned how to screenwrite, it was more so, screenwriting is just about format. So once you learn the format, I feel like anybody can write a screenplay. Like, anybody can write a movie. You could, you know, she could, like, anybody can do it. So once...
our producer has written a movie.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
I respect.
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 See,
exactly.
This is an alumni of the Nate Parker
Black
Film
excellence,
Institute right here.
I'll clap it up for you, for sure. Clap it up for you.
Y'all see me in the background. I don't have no lines, but I'm in it.
Hey, man. But yeah, man, I've been screenwriting for like past 2 years. So,
that's dope.
And then as far as the short film, I love that you bring that up. So I was taking an internship, you know, shout out Studio Center. They, you know, at the end of the internship, all the interns, they help you make a short film. So, and make a long story short, the inspiration behind it was, have you seen Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee? Yeah, the monologue with Bill Nunn, Love and Hate. So I had watched that previously, and then I was just like, damn, I would love to do just like a scene like that, like not exactly like it, but something like it. So, you know, I started thinking of a script and then how I wanted it shot, because you know I don't do photography, but I model too. So I'm always thinking about shot angles and like just how I wanted it shot. But I feel like at the end of the day, the message was the most important. So yeah, that's how that came.
For the people who maybe have not seen it yet, can you break down what the plot of the short film is?
Yeah, well, so yeah, I said it was inspired by Do the Right Thing, but then I was watching a Kendrick video. It was I forgot the name of the song, but it was off his new album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So I was watching it. You see how he was with the therapist, and then they had the angel in the background. I forgot that. I wish I knew the name of the song. You haven't seen it? I'm gonna send y'all the link. But yeah, I was watching that Kendrick video, and so that's what basically the plot of mine is. I was talking to a therapist, and you know, sometimes basically the plot is sometimes we're not honest, not with just like others, but with ourselves. And I feel like we can't be honest with others if we're not honest with ourselves. Like sometimes we just gotta you gotta fight the demons, or like you just gotta embrace them. You know, not really embrace them, but like just acknowledge them. They're there, and you know, I'll respect anybody's faults as long as they're working to be better. Because you gotta give people a chance to get better. You know, like you know, cancel culture. You know, like. You know, it's hit or miss, but sometimes you just got to give a person a chance to. Yeah, I know. No.
Be careful.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Not even just like cancel culture. I just feel like, you know, I feel like we live in a day and age where like people are just, you know, they're done with the bullshit. So you gotta watch where you step. You know, don't burn any bridges that, you know, you don't want to lose. You know what I mean? Just respect people's time and energy, because you can't always get it back. So.
Hey man, you know what I do? Every few months, I go on Twitter.
Right.
And I search my username and I'll just type in insert buzzword just to make sure that if I have said anything, I can go ahead and take it down.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, because you know people be on it. You'd be surprised. People are detectives, but nah, I just feel like.
As soon as you make it.
But no, you have a point though. But nah, that's why I say like I like to. Whenever I just come across people, I try to give them good energy. We all have our bad days, but I try to give them good energy. I always try to be a better person. You know what I mean? Just, you know, the past is the past, but you know what I mean? You'll never forget it, but it motivates you to be better. That's how I look at it. So, yeah.
Is that something that you make an effort to push into your music?
Yeah.
And do you think, what impact do you think the music does have on our energy and how we interact with each other?
I just feel like music is a part of you. So if it's a part of you, it's, you know, it's like, it's you in your truest form. So I think it does impact the music by just, it inspires people. And what I mean by that is like, we all have different type of music we listen to, but whether or not we feel it is the question. So I feel like when you're vulnerable, you can feel it. Like whoever your favorite artist is, if they resonate, it's because you can feel it. Whatever they're saying, it speaks to you. So I'm not saying everything has to be lyrical, everything has to be deep thought. Like you could have like a party rapper. As long as the song speaks to you, that's all that matters. So, and I feel like as long as I'm speaking my truth, people are gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just how I look at it. I try not to be, obviously there's things that don't need to be said, but when I'm writing music, I don't think about that. I just let it flow. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. Just be honest, because I will always want somebody to be honest with me. That's how I look at it.
Chase.
I hear you.
You didn't respond now, did you?
My apologies.
Well, you explained that after you dropped the young lady off after the date, that she asked you if you enjoyed your time with her. And you said yes.
Indeed, I did say yes.
But did you really enjoy your time with her?
Hell no, I did not enjoy my time with her.
So why didn't you tell the young lady that?
If you put truth and lies in a ring together, who do you think would come out on top? See, truth is raw and unapologetic. Sometimes his lack of experience causes people to overlook him. A lie is an individual who is polished and refined. His experience makes him a foe that's cunning and deceitful. See, the battle between truth and lies isn't about age or experience. What I mean is, people who tell the truth, tell it as it is. The intention of truth is understanding and clarity. People who tell lies refine them until it sounds like the truth, and that's what makes them tricky. The intention of lies is illusion and blindness. People push truth until the walls of oppression are broken down, and people spin lies until they're washed into a cycle of hate. People who side with the truth believe in results, and people who side with the lies believe in credentials. What's stopping you from being the person you was meant to?
Do you look to place that vulnerability in your music? And do you ever hit points where like it's a little too vulnerable where you don't want to go that deep?
Oh, for sure. And I feel like that's part of being an artist, because you have to be creative. Any artist can be creative. Mm-hmm. And so if I ever get to a point like that, 9 times out of 10 is because I feel like, oh, I've, hopped off the subject and I need to revert back to the original subject matter. Or it could just be something simple as I'm just thinking too deep and I'm just trying to be, too cool, too clever, when in reality, I just need to be giving the fans the music. I just need to be what's said in the music. Just get the point across. And I don't like being too distant. Like, I like to have a clear message. I like my words to be clear and concise as possible. So that's just part of my process. So yeah, I think it impacts the music well for any artist.
As someone that's heard your music, I would agree. I do think it impacts it well. With your music, right? Mm-hmm. You're a member of the Morning Star,
for sure,
collective, right?
Yeah.
How did that connection come to be?
Oh, well, first out, shout out Morning Star, shout out Unique, shout out Will, all of them.
Shout out Morning Star.
Definitely a big shout out to my homie Jada One. So that's actually how it came to be. I think I've seen you perform at Puffin Mike. So
that was where I met Jada One at. Yep.
Yeah.
When he was still in Suffolk.
So I was looking at open mics. I had got out of school like around this time last year. So I started going to open mics while I was still in college, and I went to Puffin Mike. I think the first time I went there, that's when I met Jay. And the crazy thing is, if you really know me, I'm not really a talker. I can be, but it's like, so he came up to me and he just had a conversation with me, and I was like, well, he's cool. So we just kept talking, and then we linked. Because at that point, I had always been recording my own music in my room. That's just how I got better. So he was like, well, I know a guy who engineers and can do studio time. And it was like a reasonable price. So I was like, word. And then that's how I met the Morning Star group. And at that point, I was going to them to get my music done. But then Unique, the owner, he offered me a position at the studio. He wanted me to intern with him and learn how to produce and learn how to engineer, which was what I really wanted to do. So to sum it all up, that's been a blessing. It's really been a blessing. It literally changed my life. So that's how that came to be. Just out there networking.
Bro, when I saw y'all at where was we at the Made in Norfolk open mic,
the open mic, man.
This was like the most interesting music group I've ever been around.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they've literally covered every base, every genre.
Yeah, man.
Like it was like seeing a bunch of people that you wouldn't even expect to have walked in together.
Right.
And then everybody was dope. And y'all, you know what I love about it, man?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all support each other so damn hard, bruh.
Have to.
And
man.
It's like, looking at y'all, it was like it's interesting to know that you just joined and got connected with them recently, because y'all look like childhood friends. Like it's like seeing a family, you feel me? And it's dope.
But that's how artistry happens. Like, artistry can happen through bonds. Like, I met Jay, it was like August, I think July, August, and then I met Neek and them in like October. And shortly after, like maybe a month, I started interning with them, and then I've been with them ever since, but the bond is crazy. And I think the reason we bonded so fast is because everybody's just so transparent. Everybody's just honest. But it's honesty that makes y'all want to do better. And that's what makes it a family. Like, we can all be honest and push each other to do better. Like, Neek, Will, they'll tell me like, hey, bro, like Neek will be mixing. He'll be like, bro, get your ass up. Come over here, see what I'm doing. So I can keep learning how to mix. Because, people pay good money to get their songs mixed and get their songs heard. So when I'm making music for clients, that's the only thing in my mind, just making sure their song just sounds good. Because I would want that if somebody was mixing my song, and that's what Neek and Will do for me when they mix mine. So yeah, like they'll just push me to do better, even if it's just my music. They'll be like, nah, bro, you gotta do that again. Nah, you gotta go harder. Talk your shit. Like, put it in the music. It's just, and Neek, he's a good businessman. He's just a good role model. Like, I see the way he takes care of his family. I'm not gonna like, get too deep, but just the way he takes care of his family and the way he interacts with people it's amazing. It's just amazing. So I just try to learn and be a better person by watching them do the things that they do.
Now you know I've only been around him that one time.
Right.
But like I can see all of the leadership qualities that he has to have to even to facilitate something that diverse.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Sure.
Like and to see the vision with each individual artist. And bro, like Fonzie?
Fonzie is crazy. Shout out Fonzie. Shout out my Capricorn brother. He cool as man. He cool as hell.
Fonzie's music is super dope.
It's super like versatile too.
Bro, he blew my mind when he went up there because I it's funny, man. We gotta check like all of our prejudices, right? We all have prejudices. When I saw Fonzie, I thought his music was about to sound like mine. And then I'm like,
what the fuck? Like,
right? And I'm like, yo. But I'm like, but this shit hard though.
Right? Fonzie is crazy. Shout out Fonzie. Him and Jada One got another track coming. I want to say it's coming out soon. I don't know when they're releasing it, but they just did a track and it's crazy, man. But Fonzie, and it's funny you bring that up. I'm mad I didn't get to stay because I had a client that ended up no showing that night. But I told him to, because it's all love. I just told him to send me the performance and I'll repost it, share it on my story type shit. Because man, he's just dope, and he did a music video. He did a music video with Morning Star. It's out now. It's called Never Let You Go. So y'all go show support to that. But yeah, man, Fonzie, he's crazy, man. He's got energy, stage presence, everything.
So look, right? For all of y'all who make music or around people that make music, whatever, this is the type of energy that y'all should be having, because this is his interview. Yeah. And even though it's his interview, he love his people so much that he'll take his time. He'll still shout them out, promote their stuff in his interview. And that's what we all should be doing. A lot of y'all not supporting y'all people's right.
Got to.
Like that's dope for you to do that.
Yeah, and I want to make sure people fuck with you too, man. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And it's not even just this. Like I've been, I can't say like I've been a long fan because I haven't known you like that. But like since like the past year, like I remember watching you perform. I was like, yo, you're dope. Like you got a dope sound, and I was just like, yo, energy. Every time you perform, the energy's there. I ain't never gonna question that. I just got to question like, what's he gonna do this time? That's all. Like I think one time I saw you standing on the table, I was like, "Hey man, you made me want to get up there with you, man."
Puffin' mic.
It was bro. Your energy's crazy.
Well, one of the rules I came up with for myself years ago. I've been doing music for a while. I'm 22 now. I probably performed for my first time when I was 15.
That's dope. Respect.
So one of the rules I came up with myself, like in high school, was I have to do something that they will remember that I did.
Right.
Even if they hate your song, like just as long as I do something that they will remember. If it's a table I can jump on, if it's a person I can run up to and do whatever, if it's that was a rule I came up with myself, was just do something. Like, bro, in this age of artists we in, the internet, it's so oversaturated.
Yeah.
It's as much as we want to feel like we're unique, it's 1,000 artists that look like you, sound like you, talk like you, walk like all that.
You telling the truth,
that
bro.
was something I came up with for myself, was just do something they'll remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ice Cube said in an interview one time, like, it's either like the first line of the song, like some line in the song's gotta like be like crazy, like out of this fucking world, so people remember it. So like that's why like I'll take Kicking It, my song Kicking It, for example, stream it on all platforms. I said, like one line that Jay's always talking about, he's like, bro, you said, I'm kicking it like a child chilling in the womb. My Duke's always tripping that I'm chilling in my room. Like, I always like to say some crazy shit. As long as it makes sense, I like to say something crazy because then people will remember it. Like, every rapper or artist has a line that people will remember no matter who you are. But at the same time, like, it was a real line. I felt that line when I thought of it, when the universe gave it to me. I thought that line, I was like, I felt it. So I put it in the music. So yeah, bro, I feel like, I just feel like that's part of being an artist, just, being crazy. Not like a bad crazy, but like just being unique to who you are, because there's so many people like you. So just do something they'll remember. That's how I look at it, like you said.
I kick it like a child, chilling in the womb. My Duke's always tripping that I'm chilling in my room. Sorry you assumed your son was like these other dudes, but I saw I don't fit. It's fuck them like condoms do. Blood in my right, steering wheel in my left. We hot box the whip, and now it has demon's breath. She loved my brain, so she give me head. She run her fingers through my phone. She said, let me get your dreads. Ooh, nah, but you can lock them legs round me. Let me grip, caress them knees. Spark up and blow these trees and let our emotions go in them sheets. A text from the group come through. I think Puffin' Mike is the move. If you're ready by 7, I'll school. I think I might get high and perform too. I'm kicking it, I'm kicking it, I'm kicking it with the crew, and this is what we do. I'm kicking it, I'm kicking it, I'm kicking it with the crew, and this is what we do.
So we've mentioned this event a few times at this point, and on Kicking It, you say a text from the group come through. I think Puffin' Mike is the move, right? What type of impact do you think that Puffin' Mike has had on the culture around here, just on the music and the whole creative scene since it started?
I mean, well, first off, shout out Marv P, shout out Growth, where they was hosting it for, you know,
shout
the
out
first.
DJ Leak.
Yep. Shout out DJ Leak is crazy. Man, his energy is wild. But yeah, man, I think obviously, you know, they're not the only open mic, but it's one of my favorites. I haven't been in a while, but I feel like Marv P, DJ Leak, the crew, I feel like
everybody copying their blueprint now.
I think so. I really do think so.
Not that it's wrong, but everybody's copying their success.
And rightfully so. But I think the thing is just that, like, they have the energy. They're one of the open mics that has the energy VA needs right now. Because, you know, it's a lot of dope talent here. We just don't got the energy. Nobody's showing love. It's like everybody has a fear of missing out. Like, oh, if I promote this artist, he gonna blow, then I'm not gonna blow. He might not show love. Yeah. But I feel like if we all show love, we all support, it's enough love to go around, you know. It's the state for lovers. Like, we gotta own up to that.
It's such a stupid mentality, bro.
Yeah, it is. But like, you know what I mean?
Like, the best thing that can happen for my career is like the person that lived down the hall from me blow up.
Right.
Like, everything, even something so simple as like the way that the Instagram algorithms go, they gonna follow him and I might come up in his suggested. Like, every little thing like that, everyone around you success does not hinder you, it only helps you.
It does.
And it's so sad that we see it that way here.
Yeah.
And as much as we say it shouldn't be that way, it continues to be that way in our music scene, bro. Like, you can even see it when, I don't know, you've seen it at shows, like,
I've seen it.
Niggas don't be wanting to clap for each other.
Yeah, it's a lot of clicks, bro. Even like no hate to Puffin' Mike, because Puffin' Mike is lit, but like I've seen it here and there. Like, it's, you know, but I've seen it at other open mics too. Like, it's all clicky. Like, that's why, like, you know, when we was at Made It open mic, we was like, Morning Star had everybody lit, but like we was like, we can't just show love just to Morning Star. Like, bro, we was made sure to show love to you. And shout out to my homie Confusion too. I had to show love. Like, we were just all showing love.
Shout out to the homie Confusion.
Man, he is one of
Confusion. We gotta get you in here, bro.
Please, hey man, shoot, get him in here. Get him in here, man.
We like 3 years overdue on a song.
3 years? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Cause I met Confusion my first semester of college.
Yeah.
2019.
I've known him since my freshman year of high school, dog. Word. Yeah, he's always been the homie. He used to, he came over to my house a couple times during high school to record. You know, that's kind of when I got my first crack at
Chesapeake?
Huh?
You Chesapeake?
Yep, Chesapeake. And I love to claim Norfolk because this is like my birthplace, but like I was raised in Chesapeake since I was
exactly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, shout out Chesapeake, man. But yeah, me and him just been like close ever since, man. And his growth has been crazy. It's been so crazy, and it's not good just for him, but it's also good for us, and it's good for VA. So, but yeah, like I said, bro, that mentality is crazy. So like when we was there, just made sure to just show love. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I see a lot of clicky energy, and I feel like, you know, just show love, bro. No matter the genre, no matter the artist, no matter their look, just show love.
First rule of Puffin' Mike, show
love. Second rule, show love. Show love.
You know, and you know, man, the Puffin' Mike as an event has still, the brand has only grown.
For sure.
Like, it's still lit, right?
Yeah.
And it's just my personal opinion.
Right.
It's just my personal opinion. I miss when it was at Growth and Suffolk because it was just a different vibe.
It was.
It's definitely bigger now than it was.
Oh, it's bigger.
But like,
sure.
it was just, the vibe was different then, and it was like a purity to it, man.
It was. That shit was lit.
And I used to enjoy going out to Suffolk and like meeting the artists that was out there. And
yeah, because I don't go to Suffolk like that, so
nobody does.
I was messing
Shout
with.
out to Suffolk.
No, shout out Suffolk. I was messing with a shorty last year out there in Suffolk. That was like the only time I was consistently out Suffolk. I don't know shit about Suffolk, but no hate though. Shout out Suffolk. But yeah, but that's the thing though. I used to love that. I used to love going out Suffolk. Like I didn't even mind the drive. I was like, yo, like me and Jay and whoever else. He was like, yeah, let's go. Like let's go down there. Let's show love. Like let's get lit type shit. So.
Just since we've kind of turned this into a show love session, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Out of all the artists you've recorded, give me 3 artists, just out of people you've recorded, whose music you love the most.
Damn, am I allowed to be biased? Because I think Confusion gonna be. He's one of them. He's already been there twice.
I would expect so.
Yeah, Confusion. I'll put Jay the One up there too. You know, he's always showing love, especially like when it's dry. Like
his progression.
It's crazy.
I remember when I first met him at the Puffin Mic, probably this August of 2022.
Right.
And then when I seen him a couple weeks ago at Made It Off, I was like, this is a crazy leap, just in his performance, the song, everything. And it was so dope to see. I love seeing somebody from the start and getting to watch them progress. Shout out Jay the One, because look like a whole new artist, bro.
Yeah, bro. And it's just like, I feel like with just him being at Morningstar, me, Neek, and Will have just tried to instill confidence in him. Like, we're like, bro, you're dope. Like, and we don't even want you to sound like nobody but you, because your shit's dope. So yeah, we're always just trying to just motivate him just to keep doing what he's doing, man. I would say the third artist, I've recorded a lot, like just in the span that I've been there. There was this one artist, I think his name was it's not Denzel, but it started with a D. I think it was like Israel Washington. I forgot his name, but I got his Instagram. It's
We'll insert it.
Yeah, insert it. But he came. He said he was Matter of fact, it's funny because he said he was from DC, and I think he said Fonzie put him on. Fonzie was the one who put him on the Morningstar. So he came. He booked a session with me. He booked like 3 hours. So shout out to him showing love. But like his artistry was dope. Like I just remember being there, and I was just like, bro, you're dope as fuck. So like he was fucking with the mixes and shit. So I haven't seen him since then, but like when he came, I was like, bro, you're dope. Like thank you for giving me a chance to like engineer your music.
Bro, and that's another thing. If we like for us to support each other more, and I feel like we say this so much and it sounds cliche in our music scene, but like with that, he just said bro came and booked 3 hours with him. We will all make more money together. Yeah. Like beyond just let's turn Norfolk into the Virginia's Atlanta. Like no, we all will make more money together if we work together and support each other.
For sure. And I always show love to the clients that give me like 1 hour, because you know money is still money and a song is still a song. So like it's not even just that, but like when I see that, I'm just like, yo, like you really. It also shows that they're serious about their music. Like you're giving me not just the money, but you're giving me the time that I need to work on your music, and we sit down and collaborate and make sure it sounds how you want it. And like he even said like, it was something, he's like, can you make it darker? You know, I just sat there fucking with mixing with his vocals. He's like, yeah, just like that. And you know, just put a smile on my face, because I was like, I'm glad that he's happy with like what he's getting. You know, I just tried to make it as perfect as possible.
I really appreciate that you are just as passionate about your clients' music as your own.
I have to be, because that's how I learn.
But I've met some engineers, bro, where it's like they really just treat it like they hustle, like they day job. And I don't understand. Me and Reek was just talking about this on camera on another episode.
Right.
I don't understand doing music and treating it like it's not your passion.
Yeah.
Like I don't even understand taking the time that it took to learn how to engineer well enough in these softwares to where you can charge people.
Right.
And then not having a passion for it. Because it's maybe I just love music so much that it's strange to me that someone would not love it, you know?
For sure.
The example me and Reek had was like when you go to the barbershop, if you go in there and I ask the barber to do something crazy, he gonna take that moment and be like, you sure?
Right.
You sure? All right. But like, man, I done seen engineers just not gonna tell you if it sound bad, gonna do whatever, barely mix it, man. Like
that is crazy, because I just had a dude, he was just like, he came in and you know, he had booked me like the other day too. Like he had came like 2 days this week, and he was just like, hey bro, make sure you tell me if it don't sound good. I'm gonna tell somebody, like, I'm always telling my clients, like, nah, do it again. Like, you stuttered at the end. Like, nah, you need to come with more energy. Like, nah, like, you said it good, but you need to clear it up. Say it so they can hear you type shit. I'm always gonna offer my input. So I feel like that's just part of your job as being an engineer. You feel me? Like, I would want somebody telling me that. Like, when I first went to Morningstar, that's how they was. He was just like, nah, do it again, bro. And I was just like, oh, this is what it's like being in the studio. You gotta know studio etiquette and how to conduct yourself.
We need to put that on a t-shirt. Studio etiquette. And that's a whole episode of stuff to talk about.
Man, I just dealt with it. I think it wasn't yesterday, but the day before, I think I was like, first off, the client showed up late, but I never mentioned it. I always just show love. I always just try to be a problem solver. Then it was just like home. They didn't know what they wanted to do. They didn't know who was paying. I was just like, y'all, in my mind, I was just like, let's record what y'all got. You know what I mean? Then they tried to get a song at the end, but homie Will, he had a session right after that. I was like, nah, I gotta respect the time of the studio. Gotta respect the other clients' time too, because it was shout out to the homie Pax. Pax was pulling up, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I definitely can't do him like that. You know what I mean? And I had let Will know, like, my client running late, so you might want to tell your client, heads up. It's all about showing love and just being professional. Like, even if you don't have to make a lot of money to be professional, you know what I mean? It's a mindset if you think about it, just being professional. So that's how I approach everything and try to look at everything. Just be considerate.
Nah, so, that's dope. That's dope. And bro, a lot of times I feel like being professional is the easiest part of what we do. Bro.
Gotta be.
It's really the easiest part. And even something like that, I don't understand artists that show up late to their own session, because I'm like, bro, you burning your own money. You feel me? You burning your own money. I had an engineer show up late to a session before, actually, bro. Me and an artist, Javian, that's been on the show before, we recorded at, I won't say the name of the studio,
sure.
But
it's all love.
we recorded at a studio in Virginia Beach.
Right.
When we was probably still in like our senior year of high school, where the engineer got there probably 40 minutes late.
Oh Lord, bro.
And then, bro, we didn't even use any of those mixes for anything got recorded. Everything that we recorded that day, we re-recorded, because it was terrible. Like, the work was done terribly.
Oh my God.
I don't even understand that from an engineer perspective, because I'm thinking, like, if I'm mixing your song, I want this to be great, because when it blow up, you gonna say I mixed it.
For sure.
And it's so weird, like, how people be so careless and selfish, but like, you sabotaging yourself just as much as the artist.
Yeah. So, and I feel like I don't want my name on something that's, not like, that's not a body of work. I try to, because if the artist chooses you, you're included on that body of work. You feel me? So you gotta, come. You gotta LeBron and D Wade it. Like, whoever's LeBron, whoever's D Wade, it's got to be a 50-50 or 100 effort.
Right.
You feel me? So that's how I approach it, by making sure I'm mindful, making sure I'm listening to them when I'm tracking them out, and just offering input. Like, nah, I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can do that better. I've heard, like, especially if they're a returning client, like, bro, nah, I've heard you do better. I know you can do better. Do it again. You know what I mean? Especially, I don't even care if they get mad. Nah, I want your shit to be perfect. Like, yeah, do it again. So that's just how I look at it, man. And that's how I am when I'm tracking myself out, or if Neek and Will tracking me out. Like, I want my songs to be felt. Like, however I write it and hear it in my head, that's how I want it to come across. Right. So that's just how I look at it.
So look, man, before we get you out of here, right?
For sure.
I want you to tell the people one thing that they need to know about you as an artist, to understand about you as an artist, and then let them know where to find you.
For sure. Just one thing about me as an artist, I just try to be versatile. Like, I don't tell people a lot, because I think they're so used to my hip hop and my rap sound. But I used to take vocal lessons, so I'm trying to get into some R&B shit.
Okay.
I've been fucking with the auto tune, but I really, in the future, I'm definitely gonna start taking lessons again and get me a coach. Because I just grew up on a lot of soul R&B, thanks to my mom. And then the first artist that I really like gravitated to was like Michael Jackson. So like, just hearing him sing, and like hearing him sing acoustically, watching his performances, his mannerisms, like, yeah, my ear, like, I don't think I'll ever be satisfied as an artist until I learn how to sing. Like, I probably will never be satisfied. I don't care if I win a Grammy, I just won't be satisfied. So yeah, so you can just look forward to some projects. I'm working on an unannounced project right now, just trying to get the songs done. Won't say the name till it's done, but be on the lookout for it. But y'all can find me on all social platforms at Chase Mercata. That's Chase, ChaseMercata, ChaseMercata.
Man, and if you got an open verse, I'm with it.
Oh shit, you trying to
Right
collab?
what?
What's up?
What's up with it? Come on.
But the crazy thing is, I'm supposed to collab with Fonzie, bro. Like the crazy thing, like I remember when you said you had like just got out of class, bro. Like school been kicking my ass, dog. I ain't even had a time to been writing. But you know what, bro? I'm gonna get it open because I feel like that's what's gonna motivate me. Like I've had such writer's block. I need a verse to like just get me to like I want to be on some like Kendrick on Control type shit. Like I just want to write some dope ass shit. Not like diss a lot of people, but like I just want to like push each other. Like yo, let's write some dope shit. You feel me? Like J. Cole and Kendrick on Black Friday. Like, and the thing about me, I have so many like influences. Like it's not even just rap. Like I like alternative, like pop. Like it's really rap and R&B, but like I'll throw in some gospel too. Like I try to listen to different artists. Like just grow my palette. Like I feel like sound is like a palette. You have like how you have different colors of paint, but you have different colors of sounds and genres. Like you just absorb each of them and just put them all into your own music, man. So that's how I look at it.
Listen, man. Hey, we definitely greatly appreciate you coming through
for sure, bro.
To rock with us today, man. This has been another edition of Premiere. I'm your host J Prime, Chase Mercata. Salute.
We out. Stay up.